I'm gonna go on 0 and then keep 10. If anyone plays, by any chance who happens to play PACMAN Arcade Serious, please let me know, honestly, to, you know, lower the PACMAN music, because, honestly, I'm fantastic. But, I will say this, y'all are some amazing supporters. I know it is, what, 8:35 p.m. EDT, Eastern Time. I am super grateful, and by the way, to anyone that sees this, don't think you have to really subscribe. I don't care. Like, if you do, that's cool. But I'm being completely honest. Do what you feel in your heart. You're not forced. You're not forced like every other channel. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not a hypocrite. I mean this. Like, if you don't want to sub, you don't really have to. Like, Alright, I got it. Alright, so the quote of this live stream is, hold on, bear with me. Problems. Alright. The quote of this live stream is, "Do not judge me by my success, judge me by how many times I fell down and got up again." Alright, that's a quote from, someone named Nelson Mandela. I hope I said that right. I hope I said whatever quote right, but, yeah, I just want y'all to know that I am caring about encouraging, and that's what's distinct about my channel. I'm gonna talk about some other stuff, just so it doesn't get repetitive, and I don't want it getting repetitive anyways. By the way, y'all are free, and I don't force people. Alright, but, is it me, or, I have a hot take. Fractions are easier than whatever everyone would think. For example, okay, so this is honestly, think about it like this. A fraction, for example, 3/4. 3/4 of, 3/4 of the sandwich. Let me make a decent example. Alright, so, let's say you have 3/4 of these Pac-Man ghosts I'm eating in this game, right? Because in Pac-Man, you have to eat these ghosts, or else, that's how you win. Get to the next level. Alright, but anyways, if I managed to eat 3 of these ghosts, right, and then there's 1 remaining, think about it like this, almost like subtraction. Like, 4 minus 3 is 1. 3/4 of the ghosts I had in this game to get past this level, that would be 1. 3/4 of something is like, you're leaving 1 part behind. Like, or honestly, the more basic or popular example would be in fractions. 3/4 of like a pizza slice, right? Of like 4 sides, like 4 pieces of a circle, like a round pizza. 3 of those would be 3/4, which is, again, if you ate 3 slices, that's a total of 4. So, if you ate 3 of them, you're gonna have 1 left. It's identical to 4 minus 3, but it's 1. It's a different type of math. I stand by the fact history is super duper underappreciated, though. I'm gonna say something very encouraging and deep, though. Never let people stop you. Ignore any, negative influences. Don't just ignore them. Continue, and for example, if you feel discouraged about make up like a good enough honestly, this is gonna be emotional, but let me just think of a type of scenario. Alright, so hypothetically, keyword. This is a disclaimer. This is not based off on any type of true story, way, or form. But anyways, here we go. People that, for example, it could be a doctor's appointment, and they say you have to go to the hospital, right? Do not feel discouraged because look, I know that's a serious topic, and I agree. But here's the thing. Don't worry about it, because depending on what, it's important to keep in mind with a positive mindset and know that everything will be okay. Look, I'm not some, genius of sorts, as like one must think, but I'm just saying that. Stay encouraged, be positive, and never be negative. It's a game changer if you're positive. And on the honorable mention, in those type of situations, be cautious. Be cautious. I would say be cautious. And for these type of situations. But no, everything will be okay. And also, if anyone deals with anything serious, know that you're not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone, and I hope that this spreads around the internet so that way it goes around the cologne. But honestly, y'all are not alone. We've all dealt with some serious thing. I'm not gonna get into anything personally because I just respective stance. However, I'm just saying this because encouragement's very important, especially these days. Also, please don't listen to those clowns that think they know it all, aka the logics. Just go by doing lots of thorough research. Honorable mention, don't always trust Wikipedia either. They don't know what they talk about. They just don't. Oh, I died. But, as I was saying though, Wikipedia is not always accurate. There's a lot of... It's because people themselves, it's handwritten. It could edit it at any given time. It's not worth your... It's not accurate. For example, I'm an Orlando Magic fan. I'm an NBA fan. I know this had nothing to do with what I just previously talked about, but hear me out. I'm a Magic fan. Like a very, very diehard Orlando Magic fan. Because I'm from Central Florida, for those that don't know. And I won't specify where, y'all will never know. But here's the thing. They have it on Wikipedia still saying it's Amway Center, but now it's called Kia Center, so that just tells you all you really have to know about Wikipedia being, inaccurate. If there was... For those that wonder, if there was 4 games I couldn't live without, I'll say them. Minecraft, I can't live without, ever. I would not be able to live without 2K. But I'd probably be able to, I wouldn't be able to live without that. Probably without... This is a Nintendo game. The reason I don't record Nintendo stuff is because I don't have a capture card on PS5. For those that don't know, you could manually record. If that makes sense. On the Switch, it requires a capture card, which are super expensive, and even if I had one, I would not care. That's a real unnecessary investment. Alright, but anyways. But yeah, the 4 games I cannot live without are Minecraft. That's a lock. I keep it that for good. Probably 2K. Fortnite definitely cannot live without any of those 3. And then finally, probably won't be able to live without Animal Crossing either. Minecraft is my favorite game for those to wonder. I stand by it. It is precious, if you will. But don't get it twisted, not as precious as my viewers. Y'all are awesome. Thank you for each and every bit of support. But about encouraging, let me just say this in the menu really briefly. Stay encouraged and just avoid being timid or lazy, in the sense that, yes, obviously responsibilities for school are, not a fun topic. It's not fun. However, if you seriously think about it, you're not gonna get a job or any of that without a resume. So just keep on with the grind, folks. It's super duper important. Another bit of advice is, I'd say, listen to your parents. Tell them each day, each morning, and day, in the middle of the day, and afternoon, and at night, and I love them. But yeah, the games I can't live without are Minecraft. Honestly, not just 2K, but just any, I don't know, basketball-related game. Those two, that, and Animal Crossing I cannot live without. Those are the 4 games I will keep. If I was in, like, I don't know, a stranded island and had no signal, and I was trapped with 4 games hypothetically, then yeah, I'll keep those games. The 4 I just mentioned. Num num, arroz con pollo. AKA rice and chicken. Shout out to Orlando, Florida, folks. There's something I'm gonna talk about in a brief second, but hold up. Let me try to beat this level first. But it is a very serious and important thing. Just a disclaimer, it's not like something, you know, I don't know, like, so, you know, like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's not like something that is like, you know, like deep in a sense that it's not, it is. It's just, and, like, you would understand it if you're older, that makes sense. Alright, here we go. You know what hurts me the most about anywhere? Keyword anywhere, because this isn't just a thing in the, you know, in the US, it's everywhere. It could be in Canada, it could be in various parts of Europe. It could be anywhere, right? You know? But here's the thing. I cannot tell you how much I stand ignorance, or